务的20张主席金磊参赞、周旭局长、各位女士、各位先生，大家下午好。开放的中国与您同行商务部投资促进事务局北京市投资促进局厦门市会议展览事务局联合推介会现在开始。我是北京市投资促进局协会工作处处长王颖，由我来主持今天的会议。
Honorable President, Mr. Dawood Al-Shewazi, Honorable Consulate of Economic and Commercial of Consulate General PR China in Dubai, Director General of Beijing Investment and Promotion Bureau, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I hereby announce the opening of an Open China Joining Hands with the World Promotion Conference on Chinese Investment Environment. I'm Wang Yi from Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau, and I'll be hosting today's conference.
首先，我介绍一下出席本次会议的主要嘉宾。
First, let me introduce our guest today.
迪拜投资年会主席达乌的20张先生。
Mr. Dawood Al-Shewazi, President of Annual Investment Meeting.
中国驻迪拜总领馆商务使参赞金磊先生。
Mr. Jin Lei, Economic and Commercial Consular of Consulate General of PR China in Dubai.
北京市投资促进局局长周旭先生。
Mr. Zhou Xu, Director General of Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau.
中国商务部投资促进事务局主任李金苗女士。
Ms. Li Jingmiao, Director of Investment Promotion Agency of Ministry of Commerce, China.
厦门市会议展览事务局办公室主任陈锡进先生。
Mr. Chen Xijin, Director of Xiamen Municipal Convention and Exhibition Affairs.
出席今天会议的还有部分年会的参会企业以及阿联酋当地企业的代表，欢迎大家的光临。
Also joining us today are exhibitors attending the AMI and representatives of local enterprises here in UAE. A warm welcome to you all.
接下来，请迪拜投资年会主席达乌的20张先生致辞，有请。
First, please give a warm round of applause to Mr. Dawood Al-Shewazi, President of Annual Investment Meeting.
Your Excellencies, good afternoon. It's our pleasure again to welcome CIPA during the annual investment meeting, and we are very happy for the continuous support and collaboration and partnership between the annual investment meeting and CIPA, and we are very honored that CIPA is using annual investment meeting as one of the platforms to promote for investment in China. The annual investment meeting, it is one of the platforms where basically we can develop relation and we can basically support our international partner, especially China and especially CIPA, to create a new investment destination for the Chinese market. During the annual investment meeting this year, in the 9th edition, we have more than 60 countries. We have more than 140 countries, more than 60 ministers, and 4 presidents from around the world participating. We are very happy to support CIPA in finding new investors, especially in the area of AI and digitalization and innovation. There are many regions from the Gulf region as well as from the Middle East that they are looking to China as a new destination for investment. We will be very glad to support CIPA and the Chinese delegation during this event to attract more investment. As you all know that tomorrow it will be also One Belt, One Road Summit, which is the first summit that we are organizing under the umbrella of annual investment meeting. And we'll be very happy to create a networking platform for China with the rest of the world in terms of promoting all the projects and promoting basically the infrastructure of China to get more investors. Also, it will be an opportunity to promote opportunities from other countries to the investors from China during the One Belt, One Road Summit. We'd like to again welcome CIPA officials, and we'd like to basically give all the support to the official delegation from the government as well as the private sectors, and thank you very much.
好，谢谢。下面请中国驻迪拜总领馆商务使参赞金磊先生致辞，有请。
Thank you, Mr. President Al-Shawawi. Now let us welcome the Economic and Commercial Consulate General of China.
سعادة السيد داوود شيساك شكرا للكلمات جميلة. Honorable Mr. Zhou Xu, Director General of Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau, Honorable Ms. Li Jingmiao, Director of Investment Promotion Agency, Ministry of Commerce of China, honorable guests, good afternoon. مساء الخير. اسمحوا لي أكمل كلماتي باللغة الإنجليزية. I'm honored to attend this year's annual investment meeting and to share my opinions regarding China-Dubai and China-UAE flourishing relationship with all of my colleagues from China and also friends from entrepreneurs. It is my first time here, so I witnessed the increased number of the attendees and participating countries, which proves the importance of this annual meeting, a very important platform. As we all know, China and UAE have already achieved thriving bilateral economic cooperation, especially after our President Xi Jinping and also Vice President Wang Qishan the successful state visit to UAE last year. Our two countries have forged a comprehensive strategic partnership. China has been the largest trade partner of Dubai since 2014, and also the largest trade partner of UAE since 2017. And we also get the data from UAE government that China became UAE's top 10 investors. In recent years, Chinese companies and organizations have become increasingly active in UAE markets, especially in Dubai. Besides the traditional trade, they are more and more taking part in UAE's large projects and cooperating with UAE government entities and major enterprises on a deeper level. Although the whole world, as we all know, faced downward economic pressure in recent years, Chinese government and society are making great efforts together to maintain solid growth and well manage the difficulties and the pressure facing ahead. China's economy in 2018 with growth of 6.6%. According to China's Ministry of Commerce, in 2018, China FDI rose 3% to about $135 billion, reaching a record high. As the government continuously improving the environment for foreign investment, one of the remarkable achievements is the approval of new foreign investment law in China this March. Our President Xi Jinping once said China's door will not be closed and will only to open up even wider. China will adopt policies to promote high standard liberalization and facilitation of trade and investment, and explore the opening of free trade ports with Chinese characteristics. And China will strengthen protection of intellectual property rights, improve the investment environment for foreign investors, and launch a number of landmark measures to broaden China's market access. UAE is an essential point on the Silk Road economic belt. Its strategic location linking the East and the West makes it a gateway and logistic hub of great importance to Chinese commodities to the Middle East and North Africa. We believe that the two countries have great potential to further cooperation in the future. It is predictable that with the development of the Belt and Road Initiative, China will increase investment in UAE and the Middle East. And at the same time, we welcome more communications between UAE and other Arab countries and China on both governmental and enterprises level, combining our two countries' distinctive advantage and initiatives. With our two sides' delight efforts, I expect innovative investment cooperation to be stimulated, and I do believe that we can realize greater mutual benefits and common prosperity in the future. Thank you all. Thank you.
谢谢经纬参赞。接下来，请中国商务部投资促进事务局主任李金苗女士做推荐。谢谢。
Thank you, Councillor Jin. Now let us welcome Director of the Investment Promotion Agency for Ministry of Commerce, Ms. Li Jinmiao.
Distinguished President Dawood Shashiwi, distinguished Director General Mr. Zhou Xu, distinguished Economic and Commercial Counselor Mr. Jin Lei, and distinguished Director Mr. Chen Xijing, ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, good afternoon. On behalf of Investment Promotion Agency of Ministry of China of the People's Republic of China, CIPA, I'm very glad to attend the Dubai Annual Investment Meeting 2019. Let me first express my gratitude to President Dawood Shashiwi and Councillor Jin Lei for your presence. We are here to introduce and market China's investment environment. This event is jointly held by CIPA, Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau, and the Xiamen Municipal Bureau of Convention and Exhibition Affairs. We hope to take this opportunity to give you a clear picture to help to develop a cooperation with China in trade and investment. 2018 marks 40th anniversary of China's reform and opening up. China's GDP reached more than 90 trillion yuan in 2018, with a year-on-year growth of 6.6%. China's business environment is also improving. The market size is expanding. The total retail sales of consumer goods reached more than 38,000 billion US dollars, with a growth of 9%. The costs and expenditures are keeping going down. The reduced tax and administrative fees last year was about 1.3 trillion yuan. The governments, enterprises, and organizations are more willing to open up. In November 2018, the first China International Import Expo was held in Shanghai. 172 countries, regions, and international organizations was attracted to here, which demonstrated China's strong determination of opening up. According to World Bank, China's ranking on investment climate has been raised by 32 positions since 2017. China made a new record high in absorption of foreign capital last year. The actual use of foreign investment was around 135 billion US dollars, with 3% increase. But at the same time, the global cross-border investment declined by 19%. What did we do? First, introduce favorable policies and regulations. The foreign investment law was approved by the People's Congress in March 2019, establishing a legal framework of foreign investment in China. The access, promotion, protection, and management of foreign investment have been clearly and systematically stipulated in the law. It will come into effect on January the 1st, 2020. Second, gradually liberalize market entry. In July 2018, the Special Administrative Measures on Access for Foreign Capital negative list was released. Nearly 1/4 restrictions were removed, and restrictions on 22 areas were relaxed, including financing, transportation, commerce, circulation, and so on. In the newly released Encourage Industry Catalog for Foreign Investments, more sectors have been listed, including modern agriculture, advanced manufacturing, and high-tech industry. China has deepened its reform on FDI by streamlining administration, delegating power, and improving regulations and services. Third, we guarantee legitimate rights and interests of foreign companies. We are setting up a complaint mechanism for foreign companies to protect their legal rights, especially intellectual property rights. And we also hold thematic meetings for them to listen to their opinions and suggestions so as to solve their problems in common. Fourth, explore innovative channels. China has developed 19 state-level new areas, including Xiong'an New Area, 290 national development zones, which is economic and technical development zones, 168 national high-tech development zones, and 12 pilot free trade zones, among which Hainan Island will go further to become a free trade port. Great autonomy is given to all these areas and zones. Meanwhile, the outbound investment from China also grows steadily. China's outbound investment last year was nearly 130 billion US dollars, with a 4.2% increase. We prioritize the Belt and Road Initiative. We establish communication platform. We compile the country investment guide. We also help Chinese companies to get to know and fulfill their corporate social responsibilities. By doing this, Chinese companies could better integrate into the economic and the social development of host countries, creating more jobs, developing more cultural and educational exchange, and finally to achieve a mutual benefit. As a national two-way investment promotion agency, CIPA offers its services in terms of FDI and ODI. Domestically, CIPA takes an industry-oriented work approach we have already established 16 industry investment promotion working groups, focusing on sectors such as agriculture, energy, automobile, railway, and so many. CIPA also built the working network with 219 national economic and technical development zones, and with the local IPAs from 32 provinces, autonomous regions, and municipalities. Overseas, CIPA operates offices in Frankfurt, Budapest, and Seoul. We have built 7 high-level bilateral and multilateral working mechanisms between Germany and China, the US and China, Mexico and China, the Portuguese-speaking countries and China, and so on. CIPA has signed 89 MOUs on investment promotion cooperations with 92 organizations all over the world. We aim to be your practical, efficient, and professional working partner. We also organize important expos like AIM, facilitating information exchange, project matchmaking, by exhibitions, meetings, and forums, and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, China will commit to fundamental policy of opening up. With more and more opening policies and measures, we welcome foreign companies to start and develop business in China. It is CIPA's obligation and measure to help you and serve you. We also look forward to work with our colleagues and counterparts to help Chinese companies to invest in your countries. Thank you all for joining us. May you a big harvest and may AIM 2019 a great success. Thank you very much.
谢谢李金苗主任。下面请北京市投资促进局局长周旭先生做推介，有请。
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Now let us welcome Mr. Zhou Xu, Director General of Beijing Investment and Promotion Bureau.
尊敬的达乌德先生、金磊参赞、商务部投资促进局李金苗主任、厦门市会展局陈锡进主任。
Your Excellency Mr. Jing, Honorable President Al-Shawabi, Distinguished Ms. Lee, Distinguished Mr. Chen Xijin.
各位来宾、女士们、先生们、朋友们，大家晚上好。
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, good evening.
非常高兴来到中东地区的经济和金融中心、贸易之都迪拜，出席开放的中国与您同行中国商务部投资促进事务局、北京市投资促进局、厦门市会议展览事务局联合的推介会。
It's my pleasure to come to Dubai, the economic, financial, as well as commercial center in the Middle East region, to attend this promotion conference by CIPA, Beijing and Xiamen,
并与各位企业家朋友们进行交流。借此机会我想向大家重点推荐一下北京市的有关情况。
and exchange talks with entrepreneurs and friends present. And today, I'm here to give a brief picture of Beijing's economic development.
北京呢是中华人民共和国的首都，是中国的政治中心、文化中心、国际交往中心和科技创新中心。
Beijing is the capital of China. It's also the heart of China in terms of politics, culture, innovation, and international exchange.
2018年呢，北京市的 GDP 的总量是 超过了3万亿人民币，也就是和4500亿美元，人均 GDP 超过2万美元，已经达到了发达经济体的水平。
Domestic GDP of Beijing in 2018 reached $450 billion with a GDP per capita over $20,000. Beijing can now be termed as a developed economy by standard.
北京的特点呢，优势有这么几点。第一是总部经济特点突出。
Beijing has several highlights of its economy. First thing is its highlight in headquarter economy.
北京世界500强企业全球总部是53家，连续6年位居世界500强企业全球总部最多的城市，像大家熟悉的中石油、中石化和中国工商银行，他们的总部都在北京。
Hosting 53 out of Fortune Global's 500 headquarters, Beijing has been ranked the city that hosts most Fortune Global 500s for 6 consecutive years. Companies like Sinopec, ICBC are also headquartered in Beijing.
北京也是中国的金融管理中心，中国的央行中央人民银行和我们的证券、保险监督的委员会的总部机构都在北京。北京呢管理着全国45%的金融资产。
Beijing's role as a financial management center is also manifested in a way that it hosts the Central Bank of China, is also the home to security commissions, and it's in charge of 45% of its financial resources.
第二个特点是科技创新资源非常丰富，我们拥有清华大学、北京大学等90多所高等院校，这个750多名两院的院士，中国科学院和中国工程科学院的院士，仅中关村科学城就集中了中国80%的天使投资人和全国1/3的股权投资机构。
With more than 90 higher education institutions, including world-renowned Tsinghua and Beijing University, over 750 academicians from Chinese Academy of Science and Academy of Engineering, Beijing boasts an abundant resource of technology innovation. Zhongguancun Science Park alone accounts for 80% of angel investors in China and 1/3 of equity investment institutions.
第三是北京的产业发展空间广阔。在北京呢，我们布局了在昌平区、怀柔区和海淀区布局了3个科学城，在我们的东南方向布局了北京经济技术开发区。同时呢，我们在大力的建设城市副中心这些都为产业发展和项目落地提供了较好的承载空间。
The development of 3 science parks plus 1 area, which accounts for Changping, Haidian, and Huairou, and a city sub-center, shows our determination to provide sufficient support for industrial growth.
第四是基础设施和公共服务完善。大家都知道，我们即将今年在9月份开始运行的北京大兴国际机场，这个预计的客流的吞吐量将达到1亿人次。
Also, we have a very mature infrastructure and public service. We now are building another international airport in Beijing, expecting 100 million passengers per year.
我们的市内轨道交通的运营里程已经达到了624公里。
Our municipal railway transit system is now up to 624 kilometers.
同时呢，我们拥有全国最多的 一流医院，包括协和医院、友谊医院以及一些知名的国际医疗机构。
And we also host the largest number of top hospitals in China, including Peking Uni Medical College Hospital, Beijing Friendship Hospital, and other international medical institutions.
此外，北京的服务业的优势非常显著，金融服务、信息服务、科技服务、商务服务等生产性服务业、居民服务、文化娱乐等生活性服务业品质优良。
When it comes to service industry, Beijing has an outstanding edge. High-quality financial information, technology and commercial services are all in place, as well as cultural and recreational services.
很多新品牌、新业态和国际品牌都选择北京作为中国的首发之地，进而在全国推广。
Beijing has become the first choice for numerous startups and international brands alike before they expand their businesses nationwide.
下面向大家介绍一下北京发展的未来的方向和一些重点的领域。第一个将打造更加创新的城市。
Now I'm going to talk about the directions and our views to build a better Beijing. Third thing, we aim for a more innovative Beijing.
北京呢，作为中国的首都和超大型城市不是不发展经济了，而是我们要发展高精尖的经济。
Beijing, as the capital of China and an ultra-big city, we are still developing our economy with our focus on high-tech industry.
2018年，我们选取了新一代信息技术、节能环保、新能源汽车、新材料等10个产业作为重点发展的高精尖产业，并出台了用地、财政和人才等支持配套政策，成立了母基金300亿元人民币的科技创新基金的支持。
We take major steps to foster 10 high-tech industries like new energy and automobiles by carrying out supporting fiscal, talent and land policy and setting up a technology innovation fund with a $4.5 billion US.
二是将打造更加开放的城市。自2015年的5月份以来，到目前为止呢，北京是中国服务业扩大开放综合试点的唯一城市。
Also, we aim to build a more open Beijing. Since 2005, Beijing has been the served city as a pilot for opening up in service industry.
在前2轮试点政策实施的基础上，2019年1月底，中国中央政府正式批复了北京全面推进第3轮的试点。
The central government approved our work scheme on top of the 2 rounds of pilot implementation.
那么此轮的试点将重点围绕提高服务保障能力、创新创业生态环境、金融改革开放等9个方面实施177项具体举措。
By putting in place 177 concrete measures in 9 areas, including bettering entrepreneurial environment, improving service capacity, reforming financial services, we continue to push opening up in the service sector.
这块服务业开放的政策的含金量是非常高的，在很多的市场准入方面已经大幅放开，特别是像航空维修、文化创意、演出、娱乐场所。
We've taken major steps in pushing the opening up in our service industry and lowering the market entry in a great way. including areas like aviation and recreational and performances.
同时呢，我们在大幅的提高这个制度的环境，打造跟国际标准通行的这种制度的高地。
Also, we're trying our best to better our environment for our businesses, to build a more international environment and standards.
第三，我们将打造更加亲商的城市。2017年以来，北京陆续出台了改革优化营商环境系列政策措施，在中国22个城市的营商环境市评价中排名第一。
Also, we aim to build a more business-friendly city. We implemented a set of measures, and we are second to none in pre-assessment of business-friendly environment in China.
2018年，世界银行对中国的投资环境的排名由第78名上升到第46名。这其中呢，北京市和上海市作为中国评价的2个城市样板城市，北京呢做出了很重要的贡献。
In 2018, China has improved its rank by World Bank in terms of business environment from 78 to 46. And in this, as a core city, Beijing and Shanghai has played an important role.
我们还将打造更加宜居的城市。大家如果经常去北京的话，应该感受到北京的蓝天越来越多了。
Also, we aim to build a more livable city. If you frequent Beijing, you see more frequently a clear blue sky.
我们将进一步的提升公共交通的服务水平，推进教育现代化，健全出入境便利化政策，让工作和生活在北京的国内外企业家、投资人享有更多的获得感。
We have also renewed our effort in improving public transport service, expediting the modernization of education, optimizing the convenient entry and exit policy, so that entrepreneurs and investors from home and abroad who come to work and live in Beijing can enjoy a greater sense of comfort, happiness, and belongings.
女士们、先生们、朋友们，本月29日，北京将举办2019年世界园艺博览会。我们期待和欢迎各位企业家朋友们莅临参观。
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, on 29th this month, Beijing will host the International Horticultural Exhibition. We extend our warm welcome to you all.
未来几年，我们还将举办2022年、2020年世界休闲大会和2022年冬季奥林匹克运动会等重大活动。
In upcoming years, Beijing will host World Leisure Congress in 2020 and Winter Olympics in 2022.
这将在基础设施建设、酒店运营、旅游服务、休闲娱乐、体育健身、生态环保等领域带来众多的市场机会和投资机会，
which will bring about enormous investment opportunity in infrastructure construction, hotels, tourism, recreation, sports, and environmental protection.
北京市投资促进局作为北京市政府直属的投资促进机构，
As an investment facilitation agency that reports directly to Beijing municipal government,
将为各位企业家和投资人，在中国在北京投资提供细致周到的专业化服务。
Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau is dedicated to providing professional and comprehensive service to our entrepreneurs and investors who wish to invest in Beijing, even China.
我们可以说呢， 我们就是在座企业家投资北京的官方服务管家。
We can put this way, we're the official butler for investors who wish to invest in Beijing.
同时呢，我们也从事双向投资促进的工作，我们也将积极的宣传迪拜的优势和特点，也组织企业到迪拜来考察。
We also work in bio investment promotion. We also will promote Dubai in Beijing and organize events where we can bring our enterprises and businesses to visit Dubai and invest in Dubai.
最后，衷心祝愿北京与迪拜与阿联酋的经贸合作不断取得新的成果。谢谢大家。
Last but not least, I hope the economic and commercial cooperation between Beijing and UAE will continue to see success. Thank you.
好，谢谢周旭局长。下面请厦门市国际事务展览事务局办公室主任陈希进先生做推介。
Thank you, Mr. Zhou. Now let us welcome Mr. Chen Xijin, Director of Xiamen Municipal of Convention and Exhibition Affairs.
Honorable Mr. Dawood Shizawi, President of AIM, and Honorable Mr. Jing Lei, Economy and Commercial Counselor of China Consulate General here in Dubai, and Honorable Mr. Zhou Xu, Director General of Beijing Investment Promotion Bureau, and Madam Li Jingmiao from CIPA. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The last but not the least, I hope you will get interested in what I'm going to say. I suppose some of you get a little bit hungry at this time. Before I start, I would like to introduce you one of the very important representative from my city, Mr. Zheng Jiahui. Mr. Zheng. He's a very famous entrepreneur from Xiamen. He's the Vice General Manager of Xiamen ITG Holding Group and also the Chairman of the Board of Xiamen ITG Mice Group Corporation Limited. Xiamen ITG Mice Group is just newly set up to be dedicated to the construction of the new exhibition center in my city, and also for the operation and management of the new exhibition center in the near future. The new exhibition center will cover an area of indoor space of 300,000 square meters, which will be twice larger than the present one. And what I'm going to talk about is about the 2019 China International Fair for Investment and Trade. I should say CIPA for short, CIFIT. Here is the logo of CIPA. You can see two Arabic numbers in the logo. Can you see that? 9 and 8, right? That means the opening day of CIPA, September 8th every year in Xiamen. It looks like a golden key for you to open the tremendous markets in China. And I'm very happy to see an old friend of CIPA, Admir Ali. He attended the CIPA in 2013. I'm very happy to see him to come to the meeting this afternoon. Thank you very much. In a speech at the opening ceremony of 2018, an annual meeting for Boao Forum for Asia, our Honorable President Xi Jinping pointed out that China's goal of opening up will not be closed and will only be open even wider. In the past 40 years, China's economic development has been achieved under the conditions of opening up. And in the future, China's development with high quality must also be carried out under the conditions of open event wider. And as you know, China foreign investment law was just approved by China's People's National Congress last month. So all this means China will move faster to boost the opening up, increase the level of opening up. So in one word, I should say, China is creating a more attractive investment environments and business environments, and probably includes the foreign measures according to the information from Ministry of Commerce. For instance, to broaden the market access, to promote the implementation of the opening up measures in banking, insurance, and securities and other service industry, to promote the implementation of measures to the foreign equity restrictions in automobile, shipbuilding, aircraft, and so on, and to fully lift the manufacturing industry, and to fully implement the management system for the foreign national treatment for the foreign investment with a negative list. Yeah? So under all these circumstances, we are going to hold the 2019 CIPA. So I won't go to details in the CIPA. Next, my colleague, Janice Fupenjasen, will going to make the presentation. So I sincerely would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you and investors all over the world to come to Xiamen to join in CIPA, to share the Chinese development opportunities and to pursue the common prosperities and development. And before Janice makes the presentation, I would like to share with you just one small video about the Xiamen so that you can have a basic idea about what the Xiamen is. It's a small city, but I hope you will like it. Just 7 minutes. Now here is the video.
今天的厦门呢，它今天已经发展成为一座高素质的创新创业之城。新经济、新产业快速发展，贸易投资也是兵家齐驱，海运、陆运、空运通达无中。今天的厦门也是一座高颜值的生态花园之城，人和自然和谐共生。
So much for the video, just from the perspective of the exhibition and conference industry. Next, I would like to invite my colleague Janice Fubenjazi to make a presentation about CIPA in details. Probably you don't know CIPA was actually first initiated by Honorable President Xi Jinping in 1987 in his term as the Vice Mayor of Xiamen. And he was also the chairman of organizing committee of CIPA for 4 consecutive sections while he was the governor of Fujian province. So now let's invite Ms. Janice. Janice. So much for my speech. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, distinguished leaders, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's promotion. I'm Janice from Xiamen Municipal Bureau of Convention and Exhibition Affairs, also the organizing committee of China International Fair for Investment and Trade. Today I'm going to take about 10 minutes to introduce the annual China International Fair for Investment Trade and the Belt and Road Investment Congress, which is held in the Xiamen City, Fujian Province, China. My presentation will cover 3 parts. The background of CIPA, some highlights of the 2019 CIPA, and finally, a brief introduction of the host city, Xiamen. CIPA was initiated by President Xi when he was the Vice Mayor of Xiamen. Xiamen was one of the earliest economic zones, which helped in the swift of the city and of the CIPA. In 1997, the Ministry of Commerce upgraded CIPA to an international event, and MOFCOM became sponsor of CIPA. In 2002, CIPA became our co-sponsor, followed by UNCTAD, UNIDO, IFC, OECD, and WTO. With years of development, CIPA has grown into a world-class investment expo. To quote from President Xi's letter sent last year, CIPA has committed to build 3 platforms. I will give some highlights of the 2019 CIPA, which consists of 3 major components: the exhibition, forums, seminars, and B2B matchmaking. Beginning with the exhibition components. The exhibition of 2019 will cover an area of about 130,000 square meters with 6,000 standard booths. The exhibition areas are split into 2 categories. One is Investment Promotion Pavilion, including Invest China, where all Chinese provinces, municipalities, autonomous regions, and China development zones will have their own booths to showcase their investment environment and policies, and Invest International, Every year, more than 40 countries, including guest country of honor, will have their booths to showcase their products, industry, and culture. Moving on to another industrial promotion pavilion. The Industrial Promotion Pavilion this year will be China International Green Innovation Products and Technology Shows, and also exhibition areas for copyright investment, real estate investment, wine and spirits, and art collection. Also this year, we can increasing focus on the Silk Road Pavilion to showcase the products along the Belt and Road. And there will be Belt and Road Agriculture Products Trade Fair. Moving on to the forums and seminars. Last year, we held 87 forums and seminars, invited 670 speakers from 72 countries and regions. Among forums, the International Investment Forum is the most important one, gathering top leaders from governments and international organizations to exchange investment information and policies, and also to discuss heated economic issues. This year, there will be focus on bilateral investment, deepening Belt and Road Initiative, contributing to an open world economy. The forum will last for 2 days, with some parallel sections on topics of shared concerns. Another highlighted event this year is the Belt and Road Investment Congress. Through these forums and seminars, a series of authoritative reports and publications will be released by 2019 World Investment Report, China Foreign Investment Index, China E-commerce Development Report, etc. Thirdly, B2B matchmaking. Over the past few years, effective driven B2B matchmaking has become a priority for CIPA. To begin with, we developed a big data system, the customer relationship management system. Every year, we receive over 700 delegations, with 100,000 professional delegates from more than 120 countries and regions. By collecting and sorting out of this information, we build up 2 databases. One is investor database and project database. Through the CIPA Big Data platform, we are now able to perform accurate matchmaking for both. This is the sum database for 2018 CIPA. This year, B2B matchmaking will be organized according to specific regions, key industries, and hot topics. What's more, we have launched online CIPA and the roadshow for investment journey across China to exchange the effectiveness of our platform and provide ongoing services. Before I conclude my presentation, I would like to introduce the host city of Xiamen. During his keynote speech at the BRIC Business Forum, President Xi Jinping addressed Xiamen as a city well known for its innovation and entrepreneurship, a beautiful garden city with perfect harmony between mind and nature. Xiamen is a coastal city in the southeast of China. It's located due north of Taiwan and certainly located between Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Hong Kong. Xiamen may appear a lot of people as a tourist city with its clear air and beautiful environment. It has once won UN Habitat Award, but it is also a very dynamic economy, which provides a fabulous environment both for business and pleasure, along with ease of access for foreign and domestic trade and investors. To conclude my presentation today, you may find the latest information on our website. And if you have further questions, you are more than welcome to contact me later. Thank you for your time and attention.
谢谢厦门市会议展览事务局的陈主任以及傅鹏贾子女士，各位嘉宾，会议到此结束，谢谢大家参与，谢谢各位。
And now we've come to the end of today's conference. Thank you.